10 seconds. Well, good evening and welcome to Oregon Trail Park here in Gering, Nebraska, as Gering Platte Valley Companies returns home after an 11-game road trip. On that 11-game road trip, they went 6-5, and they started that road trip in Chadron back on June 6th. It ended last night in Rushville against the Sheridan County Regulators, but they went through that 11-game road trip with a 6-5 record. Last night, as we said, they were in Rushville and took on the Sheridan County Regulators and defeated them in quick fashion, 19-1. Gering with 19 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. Sheridan County with 1 run on 5 hits and 4 errors. Dalton Weiss went 3 for 4. Jack Franklin went 2 for 4. Blake Green went 3 for 3. And Tristan Strow went 2 for 2. And Tristan Strow took the win for Gering. Gering has won all of the 3 previous meetings between these two teams. They defeated them on May 29th in the Platte Valley Company tournament 6-0. Then in the Chadron Woodbat tournament on June 6th, they defeated them 6-3. And then the most recent meeting on June 9th up in Chadron, Platte Valley Companies came out on top by a final score of 9-1. Gering now 17-6 on the year. Chadron comes in 5-1. Their last game, they beat Sydney 10-9 last Tuesday night. Well, Chris Cottrell caught up with head coach Rick Kinnaman, and we'll have that interview for you next. The starting lineups and the opening pitch as the Platte Valley Company's pregame show continues on 106.9 The Trail.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Welcome back into the Rural Radio Network tonight. We've got coverage for you on KDB.TV and 106.9 The Trail as a busy stretch continues for the Gering Platte Valley Company seniors as they get set to take on Chadron. At least they're back at home here tonight at Oregon Trail Park. Chris Cottrell, time to visit with Gering head coach Rick Kinnaman. Coach, it's been a busy stretch really since last Wednesday. You guys have been out on the road mixing your time up between playing games and simply just traveling from one destination to the next, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's been 11 straight away games, plus the time to travel, like you said, and it wasn't really close travel either.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, when we live out where we live in the state, a lot of these times, if you want to play the type of competition you need to play and to do the things you need to do, you gotta pack it up and head a ways out of town. So, well, I guess let's start with last night's game up at Gordon. Sometimes it's okay to just whitewash someone, pack it in early, get on the bus, and head home, isn't it?
Well, yeah, especially after the stretch that we've been on, and that was our last away game for a couple 3 days, and so it was that that was how we were hoping it would go. A quick game so we could get back home.
Tristan Stroud, let's talk about this young guy. Had 5 RBIs last night, struck out 12 complete games. So if nothing else, confidence for a young kid always can be big because you never know when you're going to need them.
That's right. He was by far the most rested of any of our pitchers, and he showed it. His fastball was pretty lively, and yeah, he got his bat going, and it was good to see Tristan have that kind of game.
I know you've been talking and preaching plate approach and finding the right pitch and making sure top to bottom the lineup's starting to improve a little bit. And I know Gordon, obviously, when you give up 19 runs, it's not like you're trotting out a bunch of quality pitching, but if nothing else, the guys, 4 or 5 guys with multi-hit games, so confidence on that end too can't hurt.
Well, right, and it's like that in about any game. It just seems to spread through the team. Once one guy gets going, then another guy gets going, then pretty soon everybody's just expecting to do well, and that's what we were hoping for.
For Class B in your area tournament, if you're trying to fast forward a little bit with the pitching you have, I know you guys are going to be right there competing for that. If we go back to Monday night, Chance Crow comes out of nowhere and throws a great game against you up at Alliance, and so they're starting to play better baseball. So things are starting to take a little bit clearer picture here as far as some of the area teams as you and Alliance kind of, low-scoring game, pitchers, duels, probably what you can expect when you get to area.
Well, yeah, and we'll see him. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him there. The Crow kid did throw well. He kept us off balance. Didn't have an intimidating amount of velocity, but he threw a lot of off speed and was able to locate well enough to keep us off balance. And to be honest, I don't think our plate approach was very aggressive.
So what about just your overall thoughts on how the kids have answered the bell on this stretch with travel and games? Have you been pleased with the way they've come out of the gates and been ready each night?
There's been several games we've started a little slow, and we've talked about that, but I get it when it's a grind. We went 6-5 out of the 11 road games, and our losses are all to quality opponents. North Platte, Millard North, Alliance, and Casper. It was the Oilers. So those are all top-notch programs. So, and we didn't get blown away by anybody. So, we feel pretty good about where we're at and definitely glad to be back home.
Got Chadron coming in here, first pitch on the way in just a little bit. Quick key to the game with Rick Kinnaman, brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty. And you get that lifetime warranty with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. So the grind continues. Coach, what's something you're keeping an eye on, a key for the ball club tonight?
Well, I'm going to put Blake Green on the mound, and as long as he can keep balls in the zone and just keep hitting bats like he has been doing, I think we'll be all right. I think that's going to be the key is the pitching and the defense.
There you have it with Coach Kinnaman. First pitch at home tonight. Oregon Trail Park hosting with Platte Valley Companies set to take on Chadron. Coach, as always, appreciate the time. It gets to be a grind for all of us for baseball season with getting some of this stuff taken care of with the pregame chat. So I appreciate you, giving up some time and always ready to answer the bell yourself. So best of luck tonight and have some fun.
All right. Yeah, yes, it does, and thank you, Chris.
We'll come back with more right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The affordable new MX series has a lot to offer. The versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. A spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. Excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and built to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
And welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. Jeff Kelly with you from the Logos broadcast booth as we get ready for the start of this one. And here's our starting lineup. First for Gering, batting first and catching, it'll be Brady Radzimski. Riley Shaneman will be at shortstop. He'll be batting second. Dalton Weiss will bat third. He'll be at first base. In the cleanup spot, it'll be Riley Hoke in center field. Adric Kahn will bat fifth. He'll be in left field. Batting sixth and playing third base, it's Jack Franklin. Mason Brumbaugh will be in right field. He'll bat seventh. Blake Green on the mound tonight. He will bat eighth. And rounding out the starting nine, it'll be Tristan Straub batting ninth and playing second base. For Chadron, they'll start this way. Seth Gaswick will lead off and play shortstop. Garrett Brennan batting second, playing second base. Dawson Dunbar will bat third and pitch tonight for Chadron. Cody Hall in the cleanup spot at third base. Kobe Bila batting fifth at first base. Zach Werdekemper in center field batting sixth. Daniel Wellnitz will be in left field batting seventh. Garrett Reese will bat eighth. He'll catch. And Eric Varenkamp will be in right field and bat ninth. There's your starting lineups. We'll come back with the first pitch from Gering's Oregon Trail Park, and you're listening to Legion Baseball on 106.9 The Trail.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff. Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
And our national anthem here tonight from Gering's Oregon Trail Park as the fourth meeting this season between Chadron and Gering Platte Valley Companies will be taking place. This game way back on June 9th started the 11-game road trip for Gering, and they return home tonight to take on Chadron, and they will be at home tomorrow night to face Ogallala for the first time this season. But this will be the last meeting between these two teams, probably until the Area 7 tournament that will be held in Alliance in late July. Well, Blake Green, as you heard, getting the start. Blake comes in with a record of 4-2. He's had 5 appearances this season. He's pitched 25 innings and has given up 19 runs on 33 hits. He struck out 18 and walked 5 with an ERA of 2.80. He was the winning pitcher in that game back on June 9th when that started this 11-game road trip. Got the complete game win, going 7 innings, giving up 1 run on 6 hits. He struck out 2, and he also walked 2. Defensively for Gering, they will start this way. Across the outfield from left to right, it'll be Adric Kahn, Riley Hoke, and Mason Brumbaugh. On the infield for Gering from third to first, Jack Franklin, Riley Shaneman, Tristan Strau. and Dalton Weiss at first base for the Gering Platte Valley Companies. And getting ready to step in to get this game underway. And our opening pitch, it's brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal as Gaswick fouls off the first pitch. And he's down on the count. No balls and one strike. This is in the air. Shallow right field. Dalton Weiss backing up. He'll take it on the edge of the outfield grass in right field, and very quickly one down for Chadron. And that'll bring up Garrett Brennan. Garrett at second base tonight for Gering Platte Valley Company, or for Chadron, I should say, and takes the first pitch for strike one. No balls and one strike to Garrett Brennan. And the 0-1 pitch fouled out of play. And Brennan down on the count now, no balls and two strikes. Here's the wind in the 0-2. That plunks Brennan. And that will put Brennan on at first base, and Chadron with a base runner here with one out. And no score yet here in the fourth meeting between Chadron and Gering Platte Valley Companies, as Dawson Dunbar, tonight's starting pitcher for the Chadron First National, steps to the plate as Blake Green will go from the stretch. First pitch misses outside, but a nice backhand stop there by Gering catcher Brady Radzimski. One ball and no strikes. Short lead by Brennan at first base. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. That evens the count at one ball and one strike. 88 degrees, mostly cloudy here in Gering. The wind out of the northwest at 8 miles an hour. As we get this one underway, 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. And Green ahead in the count. A ball and two strikes with one out and one on here. Just underway here from Gering's Oregon Trail Park. Weiss holding Brennan on at first base. The pitch home, hit on the ground. Big high hopper. Franklin will wait for it to come down, go to second for one. But they are not able to complete the double play. But they do get the lead runner. But Dawson Dunbar reaches base on a fielder's choice. And Franklin with a nice play there to just wait for that big high hop, was able to take it and go to second base. So two down for Cody Hall with Dunbar on at first base. First pitch on the ground towards short. Shaneman will have it. He'll go the short way to second for the out. And that will do it for Chadron in the top of the first. After a half inning, no score, with Gering coming to bat on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Back in Gering for the bottom of the first inning. Gering will send 1, 2, and 3 to the plate. Brady Radzimski, Riley Shaneman, and Dalton Weiss to face Dawson Dunbar. And Dunbar pitched the final 2 innings in the second meeting between these two teams. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. He had 3 strikeouts and also walked 3. At the end of the third inning, across the way, where the Western Nebraska behind home plate for Chadron. 2-0 the count to Tristan Strau as Gering has sent 9 batters to the plate. Then once again the spin towards second base. And once again Brumbaugh in there in plenty of time. Leads taken by both the runners. The 2-0 pitch. This is hit on the ground. Gaswick will field. He'll throw to first. And that will do it for Gering in the bottom of the first. But 4 runs on 6 hits. And Gering leads it 4-0 after 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
A big bottom of the first for Gering Platte Valley Companies. They put 4 runs on the board, and they lead it 4-0 as we go to the top of the second inning, and it's 5, 6, and 7 in the Chadron order to face Blake Green. As Kobe Bila, the left-handed hitting first baseman, will start it off in the first pitch. Misses for ball 1, 1-0, as Bila hits this one foul out of play. Left field side, that'll even the count up to him at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gering leaving 2 men on in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Kobe Bila, who pitched in the third game that these two teams played up in Chadron back on June 9th. And the count now full to Kobe Bila. Bila fouls the 3-2 pitch out of play. And we'll do it all over again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gering home again tomorrow night as Ogallala comes to town, the first meeting of the season between these two teams. 3-2, and Bila swings and misses. And the first strikeout of the night for Blake Green, his 19th strikeout of the year. And back-to-back left-handers as now Zach Werdekemper steps in. First pitch to the left-hander swung on and missed. 0-1. Daniel Wellnitz on deck as Werdekemper swings and misses. And he's down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Green ready to go. The 0-2 pitch. And Werdekemper goes down swinging. And back-to-back strikeouts for Blake Green, and 2 down for Daniel Wellnitz, number 7 hitter in the Chadron order. Up for the first time tonight is Blake Green, trying to set Chadron down in order here in the top of the 2nd inning. First pitch missing, 1-0 to Wellnitz. Now make it 2-0 as that pitch misses outside. Stroud back on the edge of the infield grass at second base. 2-0 into foul territory. Right field side, it'll fall in for a hit. As Wellnitz gets the hit on a little blooper that falls into shallow right field, just inside the foul line. And that brings up Garrett Reese with 1 on and 2 outs, as Chadron trailing it 4-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning. Green from the stretch comes home on the outside corner. He catches it. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, that's line drive, and that's taken by Stroud for the 3rd out of the inning. After an inning and a half, 4-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Jeff Kelly back for the bottom of the 2nd inning, and Gering with a 4-0 lead over the Chadron First Nationals. Well, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Go back to the top of the order for Brady Red. And a count now, 1 ball and 1 strike, as he looks at a called strike there from Dawson Dunbar. From the full wind, the 1-1 pitch. This is lined into left field for a base hit. It'll be fielded by Wellnitz. So he fires it back into Gaswick. And Gering with a base runner here with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And left-handed hitting Dalton Weiss at the plate. Dalton 3 for 4 last night against Sheridan County. Shaneman, the throw over to try and keep Riley close. Back in plenty of time. Dunbar, 27 pitches to this point in the game. Pitch missing way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Dalton going in the 3 meetings with Chadron and Gering, 3 for 9 with 2 RBIs. He was the winning pitcher in the first meeting between these two teams. 1-0 pitch low, 2-0 to Dalton Weiss. Dalton batting from that left side, short lead being taken by Shaneman at first base. The 2-0 as the runner goes, and there will not be a throw down as Reese couldn't handle the pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes to Dalton Weiss. And they will give the intentional walk to Dalton Weiss. So that gives Gering runners at first and second for Riley Hoke with 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Riley walked his first time up, and the first pitch from Dunbar catches the outside corner for strike 1. Riley went 1 for 4, 3 runs driven in yesterday. 1-0 pitch, and that hits Riley as he slams the bat down, and that loads the bases up for Gering here with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and Bruce Parrish will make another slow walk to the pitching mound from the first base dugout, and we'll see if we'll have a pitching change here. Well, Monument Physical Therapy in Gering offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. Gering with the bases loaded. And it looks as if Dawson Dunbar will remain in the game on the mound with the bases loaded and 1 out. And Adric Kahn now the batter as he becomes the 5th batter to come to the plate. Inning started off with Brady Radzimski lining out to second. First pitch to Adric, hits this one in the air. Dunbar calling it. Players converging. Dunbar takes it. And 2 down as Adric Kahn flies out to the pitcher. And now Jack Franklin, who wrapped a triple to drive in 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning at the plate with the bases loaded here and 2 outs. First pitch to Jack, hit right back to the box. Dunbar leaps, fields, fires to first base. And that will do it for Gering here in the 2nd inning. After 2 complete, 4-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Anyone may need rehabilitation at some point in their lives. Morrill County Community Hospital can help. Double board certified Masumi Wilroy is now here to help patients recover following an injury, illness, or disabling condition. It may include brain injury, stroke, back pain, sports injury, arthritis, or neurological disorders. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home. Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Back for the third inning here in Gering, and it'll be 9-1-2. Eric Varenkamp leading things off, and the first pitch from Green misses for ball one as he swings at the 1-0 pitch on the ground to Tristan Strow at second. Fires over to Weiss at first, and very quickly one down. Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Back to the top of the Chadron order for Seth Gaswick, as Gaswick made the first out in the first inning. First pitch swinging, pops it up center field. Riley Hoke's there. Riley will reach up, make the catch. 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning. In a fast-moving game, Gering leading it 4-0 as Colin Brennan steps to the plate. Brennan was hit by a pitch back in the first inning, and Green starts him off with a ball outside and low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, and a swing and a miss to even the count up at a ball and a strike. Defensively, everything remains the same for Gering Platte Valley Companies. The 1-1 pitch catches the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Blake trying to set Chadron down in order here in the third. Swing and a miss as Brennan goes down as a strikeout victim, and Chadron retired in the third. 2.5 in the books, 4-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Mason Brumbaugh leading things off for Gering here in the bottom of the third inning. And the first pitch to Mason, a strike. 0-1 to Mason Brumbaugh. Had a base hit his last time up. That pitch just a little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mason comes into tonight hitting 107. No homers and 1 run driven in. 1-1 pitch hit on the ground towards first. That bounces on the... They're going to call it fair. Looked like it bounced on the line, but Brumbaugh grounds out to third base for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Blake Green for Gering. Blake with a base hit, his first time up. He's 1 for 1 on the night. First pitch missing outside. 1-0. Last night against Sheridan County, Blake went 3 for 3. Drove in 2 runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 to Blake. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. Gering on top, 4-0. 2-0 pitch. Fouled out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Gering started things off with 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-1 pitch. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Green. Pitched the last time these two teams met up back in June 9th in Chadron. 2-2 pitch hit on the ground towards short. Gaswick charging, gloving, full, throws over the high throw. Couldn't be gloved by Bila at first base. And Blake Green on safe at first base. And they'll bring a pinch runner in for Blake. It'll be Tanner Gardner. So Tanner will come in to pinch run for the starting pitcher for Gering, Blake Green, here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Tristan Strauss steps in for the 2nd time here tonight. First pitch swinging. This is a base hit into left center field. Gardner will round second. He's going to go to 3rd. The throw and the head first slide, and Gardner in safe at 3rd base. And Tristan Strauss with a double. And Gering with something cooking here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 out and 2 on for Brady Radzimski as we once again go back to the top of the order. Dunbar from the stretch comes home. Radzimski hits this one in the air. Right field. Varenkamp coming in. Varenkamp makes the basket catch. Gardner tagging at 3rd. He'll come home to score to make it 5-0. Throw gets away from Reese. Behind the plate, he has to chase it down, but Strauss will stop at 3rd base. And Gering leads it 5-0. As Radzimski flies out to right field. And 2 down for Riley Shaneman. Riley batting from the right side. First pitch home. This is high and deep to left field. And it will go foul for a loud strike. Riley Shaneman with 1 homer on the year. That was hit in Chapel over the left field fence. The 0-1 pitch, that plunks Shaneman. And the second batter hit by a pitch. And runners at the corners for Gering. For Dalton Weiss. Dalton up for the 3rd time this evening. 0 for 1. So runner goes. Shaneman, no throw from Reese with the man on 3rd base. Gering now with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1-0 the count to Dalton Weiss. Pitch low, that gets away from Reese, but Strauss will stay put at 3rd base. Dalton this season, as we said, hitting .394, leading this team with 24 runs driven in, a .606 slugging percentage for Dalton Weiss. 2-0 pitch, base hit into right field. Strauss will score. And Shaneman being waved around. The throw home will not be in time. And Gering on top now 7-0 on the RBI single from Dalton Weiss.
Now batting for Gering, number 26, your center fielder, Riley Hoke.
And Riley Hoke now the batter. With Weiss at first base. First pitch outside to Riley. 3 runs home here in the bottom of the 3rd inning to make it 7-0 Gering. First pitch. Check it. That was the second pitch. No balls, 2 strikes to Riley Hoke. Riley walked and was hit by a pitch his last time up. Short lead taken by Weiss at first. The throw home. Misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dunbar from the stretch comes home. And Riley fouls this one out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Riley Hoke. 2 outs, 1 on. Gering on top, 7-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-2 pitch line right back up the box. That'll be backhanded by the second baseman. Fires over to first, will not be in time. And a nice play by Brennan at second base, but the throw was not in time as he beats it out for an infield hit. And Gering now with runners at first and second and 2 outs. And it'll be Adric Kahn for Gering. First pitch swinging, pops this one up, foul territory, first base side. Reese ranging over in front of the Chadron dugout. He'll make the catch. And Gering retired in the 3rd. 7-0 Gering after 3 on the West Coast scoreboard.
The 100th annual Oregon Trail Days rolls into Gering July 8th through the 11th. Barbecues, street dance, food fair, a car show, 2 parades, Old Settlers Luncheon, bicycle hill climb, mud volleyball, a pancake feed, chili and barbecue cook-offs, an art show, a craft show, and a quilt show. A carnival, beer and wine tasting, and Sawyer Brown with Ned Ledoux at Five Rocks. It's summer's best weekend. The 100th annual Oregon Trail Days, July 8th through the 11th.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Top of 4, 7-0. Gering on top. Here's a swing and a ground ball to Weiss at first base. He'll take it himself, and very quickly 1 down as Dawson Dunbar grounds out to first base to start off the top of the 4th inning. And that brings up Cody Hall. In Omaha, Nebraska, in the middle of the 9th inning, Stanford leading Vanderbilt 5-4. Elimination game there in Omaha. Cody Hall grounded out his first time up. First pitch swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Very efficient outing so far for Blake Green. 34 pitches here in the 4th inning. 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back and hauled down on the count. 0-2. Blake retiring Chadron in order in the 3rd inning. Hall waves the bat, the 0-2 pitch, hit in the air. Foul territory behind home plate. This will get out of play as Radzimski gives chase. And the count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Gering with 4 runs in the first, 3 in the 3rd. And they're on top 7-0. Across the way, the Pioneers playing the team from Montana. The 0-2 pitch inside. One of the new teams in the Expedition League. 1-2 the count to Cody Hall. Pitch home. And this is fouled out of play. And it'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. The pitch home to Hall, and that one driven foul. Third base line. And Hall will come back. And 1-2 is the count. 7-0 Gering. 7 runs on 10 hits for Gering tonight. 1-2 pitch. Hall swings and misses. And 2 down. Fourth strikeout on the night from Blake Green. As the left-handed hitting Kobe Bila comes to the plate to try and keep this top of the fourth alive for Chadron. First pitch swinging in the air, left center field. Hoke ranging over, won't be able to get there. Bila around first on his way to second. The throw comes in, but Bila will be safe into second base with a stand-up double. And that will be the second hit on the night for Chadron. Bila in scoring position for Zach Werdekemper. With 2 outs, first pitch inside for ball 1. Another nice stop by Brady Radzimski behind the plate.
Only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff, your volume discount dealer.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Gering on top, 7-0, and a pitching change for the Chadron First Nationals as Garrett Brennan will come in to, or check that, Colin Brennan. He will come in to pitch. So that will do it for Dawson Dunbar tonight. And for Dunbar, he goes 3 innings, gives up 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 strikeouts, or no strikeouts, I should say, and 2 walks. So we'll have some changes defensively here for Chadron. Will try and pick those up. Try and pick up Brennan, was at second base for Chadron. And it looks like Gaswick has moved over to second base. As Jack Franklin will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth inning. Gering on top, 7-0. And the first pitch from Brennan, I should say, misses high. The 1-0 pitch fouled straight back. Even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dunbar has moved over to shortstop. So there are your changes defensively. Here's the 1-1 to Jack Franklin. That's high. 2 balls and a strike. Jack 1 for 2, had that triple in the first inning. Up for the 3rd time tonight. The 2-1, this is hit foul, left field side, out of play. Even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That foul ball brought to you by Wholesale Motors.
Jack came into tonight's action hitting .250 on the year, no homers, and 7 runs driven in. Brennan, the 2-2, missing. And the count now full to Jack Franklin. No outs, bottom of the 4th. Nobody on for Gering, but they lead it 7-0. The payoff pitch. Jack hits this one into left field. This will fall in for a base hit. And Jack stretching it into a double as the throw came in just a little bit slow. And Jack 2 for 3 tonight as he has a triple and a double. And that'll bring Mason Brumbaugh to the plate. Up for the 3rd time tonight. He's 1 for 2. Brennan's first pitch fouled straight back for strike 1. Mason Brumbaugh in right field for Gering. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Make it 0-2 now to Mason Brumbaugh. Franklin on at second base with no outs here in the 4th inning. Gering put 3 on the board in the 3rd, 4 on the board in the 1st. Brennan checks Franklin at second base, comes home, pitch misses way outside. Jack running to 3rd. Throw goes over the 3rd baseman's head. Jack scrambles to his feet. The throw home will not be in time. Gering 8-0. As Franklin scores all the way from second base as he went to steal 3rd. And the throw went over the head of Hall at 3rd base. And Jack getting that final 90 feet. And Gering with an 8-0 lead here, and now the base is empty, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mason Brumbaugh. The 1-2 pitch in there for strike 3, and Brumbaugh goes down looking for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Gering, your pitcher, number 34.
And the first strikeout for Colin Brennan. As Blake Green now the batter for Gering. The base is empty and 1 out. First pitch from Brennan, high for ball 1. Brennan ready to go. The 1-0 pitch fouled straight back, 1 ball and 1 strike. Blake reached base on an error back in the 3rd inning, came around to score. He had a single in the 4-run 1st inning for Gering. The 1-1. Blake reaches out and pokes that one foul, and he's behind in the count. A ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on for Gering. 3 errors committed by Chadron to this point in the game. The 1-2 pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count. The throw home misses way outside by Brennan, and the count now full to Blake Green. So Dunbar lasted 3 innings, and he was relieved by Colin Brennan. The wind and the payoff pitch. This is hit into left field, and this will get down for a hit. It'll roll to the wall as Wellnitz chases it down. And Green into second base with a stand-up double. And Gering keeps the inning alive on the Blake Green double.
Courtesy runner in,
And
number 35.
that'll bring in
Now to the plate,
Mason Goodrow to pinch run.
Number 6, Tristan Stroud.
Blake Green with his 4th double on the season. As Tristan Stroud comes up for the 3rd time in the game. They spin towards second to throw. But Goodrow in there in plenty of times. The throw taken by Gaswick, who's now at second base. Goodrow with a lead at second. The throw home, swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex is proud to support local athletes. The 0-1 pitch in the air. Shallow right field. Varenkamp coming on. It'll fall in front of Varenkamp, and that will allow Goodrow to move over to third base. And runners at the corners for Gering here with 1 out. And once again, that takes us back to the top of the order for Brady Radzimski, and time called by Garrett Reese as he'll go through the signals. Brady 1 for 3 tonight. Up for the 4th time here in this game. First pitch, Brady check swing. Fouled out of play, 0-1. Brady looks down the third base coach's box. Gets the sign. He's ready to go. The 0-1 pitch misses outside as Stroud goes down to second base. They'll throw down. And the throw cut off with the runner at third base. And Stroud in safely at second base. 1-1 the count to Brady Radzimski. Brennan from the stretch comes home. Brady turns on this one. This will be a base hit that's going to fall into left center. 1 run will score. Rounding third and coming home, it will be Tristan Stroud to make it 9-0 Gering on the double by Brady Radzimski.
Got a courtesy runner in for Brady, number 23, Carmelo Timlin.
As Carmelo Timlin comes in to run for Brady Radzimski. 10-0 Gering. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Riley Shaneman at the plate. First pitch misses outside. Another nice stop by Garrett Reese behind the plate for Chadron tonight. Brennan ready to go. First pitch, this is hit in the air, left center field, and going back, this will go up against the wall. Timlin will round third. He'll come in to score, and Riley Shaneman with a stand-up double, and Gering now on top, 11-0 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now coming to the plate, your first baseman.
And now Dalton Weiss will be the batter. Gering has blown this one open. First pitch, Weiss fouls it straight back. For strike 1, 0-1. Dalton tonight with 1 hit. He's walked once and grounded out. 11-0 Gering. The 0-1 catches the inside corner of the left-handed hitting Dalton Weiss. And he's down on the count, 0-2. With 1 out, Shaneman on at second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it'll stay 0-2 as Dalton fouls it first base side. Gering with 4 runs here in the home so far in the 4th inning. Gering looking for their 18th win of the year. The 0-2 pitch. Here's little check swing, and it's as Weiss goes the other way down the left field line, fouled out of play, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 11-0 Gering. The 0-2 pitch gets away from the catcher, and that allows Shaneman to move up 90 feet to third base. And the 12th run of the ball game, 90 feet away, and that'll bring Chadron manager Bruce Parrish out of the Chadron dugout. And he's calling everyone into the pitching mound, even the outfielders. Calling everyone in with his team down 11-0. So we will have a break in the action here. Well, Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. And Ally Property Management and Real Estate, from real estate to rental properties to property management, Ally is your friend in real estate. Conference on the mound breaking up as everyone was called in. And the count, a ball and 2 strikes to Dalton Weiss. Shaneman at third base. The 1-2 pitch taken just high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brennan with the 2-2, down low, and the count now full. You can listen to the game tomorrow, relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at khyyyfm.com, brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. Full count. The pitch home, Dalton Weiss draws the walk. And Gering Platte Valley Companies will have runners at the corners with 1 out. And that'll bring up Riley Hoke. 11 runs on 15 hits for Gering tonight. Of course, Gering with 19 runs last night, defeating the Sheridan County Regulators on the road in Rushville. First pitch to Riley Hoke as Dalton Weiss doesn't draw a throw as he's safely into second base. Last night, Gering 15 hits against Sheridan County. 15 tonight, 30 hits in 2 games. 1-0 pitch gets away from Reese, but no one will move up. Gering at home tomorrow night as Adams Bank and Trust, or Ogallala as they're better known, will be here at Oregon Trail Park. We'll have that game for you tomorrow night on 93.3 KMOR. 2-0 pitch hit on the ground. It'll get into left field for a base hit. Shaneman scores, and Weiss will be held up at third base. Hoke trying to stretch it into a double, and he does. And Gering with a dozen runs on the board, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And I think we're going to have a change defensively, and I think that is the game. That is the game as Gering gets the 12-0 win over Chadron. Stay with us. We'll have the post-game show, the runs of post-game show, but Gering gets the win to go to 18-6 on the year as they defeat Chadron 12-0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help. Many people suffer from sleep disorders. Most are undiagnosed. Issues related to sleep apnea are heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, drowsy driving, and ADHD in children. Western Sleep Medicine specializes in sleep diagnostics and treatment. Just one overnight visit to one of our accredited sleep labs is required. This is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. You have a choice, and we offer the most cost-effective methods. Western Sleep Medicine. We're here to help.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
If you're like me, you're willing to travel for a good steak and a great dining experience. Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in downtown Bayard has just that. Some of the Panhandle's tastiest flat iron steaks, ribeyes, and even prime rib. Pair that with a Western dining experience in our quiet dining room or fun-filled main dining area, you and your family are sure to have a great night out on the town. So if you're looking for a great new restaurant to try, you just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
And it was all Gering here in this one tonight as Gering returns home after an 11-game road trip. And they return home and win big as they defeat Chadron. 12-0 is your final score as this game ended in the fourth inning. For Gering Platte Valley Companies, 12 runs on 16 hits. And for Chadron, no errors. And for Chadron, no runs on 2 hits. They committed 3 errors. In 2 games, Gering with 31 hits as they had 15 last night against the Sheridan County Regulators. Blake Green picks up the win as he goes 4 innings, no runs on 2 hits, and he strikes out 4, does not walk a batter as Gering now 18-6 on the year. Well, this is the Runs a post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. We'll come back. We'll have post-game comments from head coach, or assistant coach, I should say, Danny O'Boyle. We will just pause that commercial, and we will grab Danny here as he's gracious enough to join us. 31 hits in 2 games. 15 last night, 16 tonight. Was it the pitching you were facing, or was it just better plate discipline?
I think, honestly, the pitching that we faced, I thought was pretty good.
especially tonight, they threw 2 good kids at us. I think we were just ready to go. It's nice to be back home tonight. I think that gives our guys more confidence. And after that Alliance game a couple of nights ago, we talked to them about just being confident, playing confident. And, we've done that the last 2 nights, and it's really changed our approach at the plates. And kids are swinging the bat well and seeing the ball well. So, that's always good for us to see, and that helps us out tremendously because we like to put pressure on people. And when we can get a guy or 2 on and then, come through with the base hit, it's, that's always good.
So much has been made about the 11-game road trip. You were in Rushville last night. Really, tonight and last night, not a lot of effect from the road trip. It didn't.
Everybody's starting to build up to postseason form, and so hopefully we can continue that in this next stretch of games that we have.
And you right back here tomorrow night. Ogallala comes to town the first time you face them. What do you expect to see from Ogallala tomorrow night?
They're kind of a wild card, but they're always a solid program. We don't know much about them this year, and so we expect it to be a tough game. They've always got a lot of talented kids. They play the game hard, and they're kind of like us in the sense that they try to put pressure on you, and so we've got to be ready to go tomorrow. But I like where we're at heading into tomorrow's game.
All right, Danny, we appreciate you stopping by. Another good performance tonight.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right. Danny O'Boyle joins us here on the Runs of Postgame Show as Gering gets a 12-0 win over Chadron. We'll come back with more on the Postgame Show as Gering gets a 12-0 win on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
And back here on the Runs of Post Game Show, Gering with the 12-0 win. And our in-game stats brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. They've been in business for over 35 years. Headquartered in Gering, Nebraska, the company provides an array of services ranging from commercial and industrial building construction to heavy highway earthwork and installation of underground utilities. As well as the rock pile division, service and equipment, Paul Reed Construction on 10th Street in Gering. Taking a look at the final box score, Brady Radzimski goes 2 for 4. Riley Shaneman 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Dalton Weiss 1 for 2 with 3 runs driven in. Riley Hoke goes 2 for 2. Jack Franklin goes 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs and drove in a run. And Blake Green helps his own cause tonight as he goes 2 for 3 on the night, as does Tristan Stroud. Tristan goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs. Gering wins it to go to 18-6 on the year as they defeat Chadron, 12-0 on the West Coast scoreboard. We'll be back with more on the Runs of Postgame Show.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Imagine Wi-Fi like you've never experienced.
Imagine Wi-Fi that delivers the ultimate coverage, security, and performance. Now, you don't have to imagine. Experience the Allo Blast. Built with advanced Wi-Fi 6 technology, the Allo Blast lets you do more anywhere in your home without interruption. It's time to give your Wi-Fi a blast. Contact Allo today.
Time for our Taco John's Player of the Game. And the Player of the Game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's Player of the Game tonight, Riley Shaneman, as he goes 3 for 3 on the night, 2 runs driven in. He scores 3 runs as Gering gets the 12-0 win over Chadron. Gering will be right back at it tomorrow night as Ogallala comes to town, and we'll have that one for you tomorrow night on 93.3 KMOR. Pregame roughly around 6:45 with the first pitch roughly around 7 o'clock. I'd like to thank our KNEB.TV crew here tonight, Ani on the camera and TJ at the controls, and we've been glad to bring this to you tonight on KNEB.TV and also on 106.9 The Trail. So until tomorrow night, from Gering, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone.
Bonfires and summer